Hello and welcome back to my Forever World, where today I'm going to be quite simply continuing with the desertification project of this entire island. So we got quite a bit done yesterday, and I just want to continue that momentum. It's not going to be as long of a stream today. Off camera, I mapped out the pillars where the corners of the desert pyramid is going to go. And I also spent a bit of time AFKing at my cow farm in the end, got a bit of extra food, and I did a little bit of groundwork here. But other than that, I have not really done much. But yeah, let's just grab some sand and carry on. Oh, one thing I did do, I moved the sand duper. It is now its own special separate farm all the way over there in the distance, so it's not gonna interfere with this project anymore, because we built right up next to it last time. So let's just make a start on replacing some of this shoreline. I have just noticed the sun is starting to go down, which is rather annoying. But yeah, I built like a little wall of where I want to get up to today. It's not as much, but I still need to light up a little bit more of this as well. But the pillars are there mostly so I can plot out where I want this sort of edge to go. Extend this out a little bit more. So I can start bringing this in by a little bit. And then I'll need some dirt or something. I'll just do it with sand for now. Because I need to make sure that all of this is nice and level. See, this is further out than I do plan on going today. But this is the line I want to get up to at the very least. So let's sleep and then I'll start work on the shoreline for both sides. Much like we did yesterday, I'm just going to replace the dirt that's here. And leave everything else. So yeah, I want to get up to this line done today. So let's start off by bringing this all the way across. I will need to spend a lot of time restoring all of the dirt areas that I got rid of, sort of in the center of the island. But I do need to bring over this pyramid. So I am going to need to grab some dirt and extend this out. Is that a chicken down there? It is, looks like a chicken. And then as I go, I can extend this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll bring this across here. Yeah, just over here we have just a tiny bit out of range from that beacon, so I will bring it across over to here. But I will grab a piece of iron. Just sort of got it in my inventory for when I power it up. And let's get this beacon moved. I don't think I'll have to move that second beacon that's over there. I think that's something I can leave for today, hopefully. And after I've done the sort of shoreline of this beach, I will go over the entire area and fill the ground in where there are holes, or cover it up, whichever's easier. I think if it's just a change in terrain, I will fill it in. If it's a cave, then I'll cover it up. Oh. I fell. And we are back to having haste too. I can use the dirt that I get from doing this shoreline replacement to fill in the caves and stuff. Excuse me. I need that dirt. Let's do it layer by layer. Almost at the other end already. The only problem is, because I've done so much removal of the dirt that was on this island, the more I do of like placing sand, the more work there is gonna be for me to do. Which does kinda suck. This bit's a nice open area, so it should be easy for me to do. And then I could come back and start doing these bits. Right, next layer. I know I'm missing quite a bit, like this bit here, but I can always come back and do that afterwards. For now, I'm mainly just looking at getting rid of as much of the dirt around here as possible. Slowly building up to the floor layer. Let's get some sleep and then get back to it. I've not lit anything up just yet, but I will be doing that at some point. Probably after I've got the perimeters in for the desert temple. Do a little bit more of this side. And then over the time I spend doing this, I can slowly start covering up these areas or filling them up. like here. Like I said, if it's a terrain height difference, I will probably just fill it in. If it's a cave, I will cover it. And that's all of the dirt that I picked up so far. Get a bit more of this coastline done. A little bit faster. And get this entire section here done. Wonder how long it'll take me to run out of sand in my inventory. How much have I got left? Oh, I've only got a little bit. Let's do this section. Getting close to night time again. Rid of all of this, replace it with sand like I've done everywhere else, and then I think I'm just going to use all of this dirt to cover up those caves. Or to level the terrain back there. Oh, that's it for the sand that we have. We'll do this till nightfall and then fill up our inventory again. I say do it till nightfall, the sun's literally setting right now. Wait, oh, I've got loads of grass on me. Oh, it's done that thing again where it places it behind me. What's this? It's just a hole. Oh, I think it's a geode hole or something. That's another cave I can cover up. I think that's bright enough to get away with it. No, you can... Never mind, that pig's definitely staying in this cave forever. The one that's already down there. Right then, let's... Still got to do another pass over this to cover it up, but I'm just going to very quickly cover the rest of this cave up. Or fall in it, that's another option. How lit up is this? I think it's good. Might need another torch here. I can do that another time. Let's just cover this up. And I need to go over this one more time. That's all the grass. So let's go grab some more sand and carry on doing that shoreline. Throw all the random bits and bobs. You can see I went lighting up caves off camera. Picked up some diamonds, gunpowder, all the random blocks just from going around lighting up caves. Let's see if we can finish off this little patch here. And then switch over to the opposite side of the island. And then any dirt we pick up from here and the other side, I can use to turn everything into desert. Cool thought I had last night was that this might be, if I complete it, this would be the only desert where it rains, like when there's a storm. It doesn't naturally do that in deserts, which I thought was pretty cool. We've only got a little patch of this left to go, which is nice. Still got a place. In fact, I'm going to do that now. And then I can do this whole area at once. go. And now I can do this side. And I think that it's just the top few layers I've got, besides this little bit here. Oh, speaking of rain, there it is. Don't think... Yeah, I was gonna up that by a little bit, make it look a bit more even, and I think over here I was going to as well. Nearly done this side. Well, shouldn't have got in the way then, should you? And then we're up to this level, which is where the ground level's going to be. Starting to get night time. Which is good, because that means I can get rid of the rain. And I'll fly back and double check everything I've done. Let's see. Look at that, that entire area is now done. Let's continue filling this in with everything that we've got. Move. Let's continue. Let's fill in the rest of this line of where I want to get up to. I want to get this big chunk done today. These sheep just keep getting in the way. Like I said yesterday, I cannot wait to get this completely covered in sand, so nothing can spawn on it. Not rabbits. Not sheep, not pigs, not cows. Turtles might be able to, but that's only on the beaches. That's it for the dirt that we've got. We've got a bunch of sand left. I don't think there are any more little caves that I need to cover. I just need to fill that in. Caves lit up. And then after this, it's a big job to try and get as much of this terrain covered up or repaired. I mean, if I just come up here, this is where I mined all of the dirt, so it's gonna take a while. But I think what I do is I just cover all of this up and light up underneath it. I mean, once I've got these pillars covered and I've done all of it, it should be a lot easier to like place in the terrain. Because I don't have to worry that much about repairing anything. Like this here. I also need to fix. Oh, I did some of this stuff. Okay. And then if I grab some sand and grab the dirt I've got, I can try and cover up this. I've got torches down all the way across. I'm gonna wanna put it underneath, aren't I? Because if I'm replacing all this, I'm gonna wanna put it all blocked down. And I got this bit as well. I think I can just fill this in. Up to like here. And then bring it round. Because this was a beach. Alright, so I am just out of range for that beacon, so I think I'm going to leave it. And then every time I need to get a quick re-up of the effect, I can just move a few blocks forward. And then I can move it next time I do a strip of this. Hey, I'm not in the water. What are you playing at? Yeah, so like right here, I'm gonna want to bring this down by 1 block, so it's easier to put the sand in. Don't think it goes that far back, but if I do that, when I break the top layer to replace it with sand, I'm not going to be placing sand that just gets pulled into a cave instantly. I can do most of this in one go. How is there a creeper there? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? It wasn't here. But the mobs are spawning somewhere. I don't know where. It can't be from there because that's all lit up. Is it from down? Oh! I think I found where the creepers are coming from. Let's fix it. Where was it? It was here. Another cave I must have missed. To be honest, there's a few that I've missed. What I've been doing to light up caves is making a copy of this world, going into Spectator and finding all of the caves that I haven't lit up. And then just digging down, lighting them up, and then building myself a way back up. But since I'm near my bed, I'm just going to wait for the sun to set. Also, see that tree over there right above my crosshair? That is the smallest dark oak biome I think I have ever found in my life. It is a single tree on a few blocks of dirt, and that's the dark oak biome. Obviously, completely ignoring the fact that this entire island was once a dark oak forest. Right, let's come down here, do more of this bit. I can get rid of all this. And I think the last thing I'll do is I'll just run back and forward here for like 20 minutes placing the final bits of sand in. Still need to fill in that last little bit of dirt that's still there. This could do with a little bit of a, yeah, it's a little bit better. I don't like sharp corners in terrain anyway. Slowly making our way to the centre. Still got loads to do though. Right, you're holding a block, so you're never going to despawn. So I have to take you out. What about you? No, he gave me copper though. That was nice of him. Slowly making our way back to the shore, and then I've got the other side of this sort of thing to do as well. this is only a little patch of land. Everything in here needs to go. Right, so I do need to place it, or not do that. I need to not do that. What about here? Here's good. Yeah, need a few more blocks in here. Well, now, how much of sand have I got left? 4 and like a few bits. 4 stacks in a bit. Don't think I'll be enough to finish off this side. I'll do the same thing as last time. When I run out of sand, or when I finish this, I will fill in the rest of the land at the top that needs sand putting, that needs like dirt putting in it. And then I can run across the top afterwards and cover it with a layer of sand. Neither of those guys are holding blocks, so it's not like they're gonna never despawn. This last little bit done before nightfall. And let's check we've done everything. Looks like we have. So now it's just this middle bit I've got left to do. Start by finishing off covering this up with dirt. And I have a near unlimited supply of, well, dirt, stone, end stone. I could use that for the floor if I run out of dirt. It's almost like I have enough end stone to build an entire end island. Oh wait, I do. And then it's just this bit here. Stop getting in the way. I think I must have built something here. This is a perfect square. Maybe it was like the middle of where my old iron farm was. What is going on? Why does it keep placing it behind me? Like, this happened a lot last update, but this update it's like far worse. Right, let's fly up and check. There's no more holes or spots that I need to fill in. Doesn't look like it. So now I can put... Oh, I did have dirt left over. Okay. Just grass in there, dirt in there. Random blocks in here. I've got seeds as well, that was what I was looking at. I'll throw this in my storage unit later on. Completely fill my inventory with sand. And get placing. You know how long it'll take me to fully do this island? I've got a plan for like 7 days. I don't think it'll take that long. If I'm filling out a chunk like this every single time I do a stream. And then of course I need to actually build the pyramid in the centre. And all of the things going around it and inside it and all that stuff. But I'll work on building like sand dunes and hills and stuff afterwards. For now, I do just want a nice flat area, like a flat sandbox I could just build on. Almost up to that second beacon. I want to get this other beacon moved at some point as well. Inching slowly closer to that line with each pass I do. I wonder how much sand I've got left in my inventory. I'm not going to check, I'm just going to let it run out, but I do have a feeling that I need to fill my inventory up at least one more time. Two stacks left. And it's almost night time, which is kind of perfect timing. Well, the good news is I don't have to go to my sand farm and do below more for today. can do all that off stream. But I'll show you guys what I built last night before I went to sleep. I mean, literally all I did was I made a 1-for-1 copy of the Sand Duper that I have. Obviously it's a bit fiddly because it's Bedrock Edition. And they're not meant to be in the game. But I need a lot of sand for this. I also need a lot of sand for TNT because TNT dupers don't work. But it means I can mine netherite as much as I want, which is brilliant. I could just AFK my sand duper for hours on end and then AFK the creeper farm overnight. And that gives me enough TNT to do whatever I want, really. But yeah, honestly, the bedrock sand duping situation, I am just so glad that there's a bug in Java that they refuse to patch for sand duping, and now there's a bug in Bedrock that they haven't patched, which also means I can sand dupe, so it's not like I'm missing out by playing Bedrock Edition. I mean, let's be honest, nearly 8,600 days in this world, I don't think I'll be switching this over to Java anytime soon. I've survived this long in Bedrock, I'm staying in Bedrock. The only thing I do wish that I could do in Bedrock is build on the nether roof and break Bedrock, which you can do in Java. I think what I do here is not that. Is build all of this out. And then I don't have to worry about building around the beacon every time I run up and down the island. It feels like a stack and a half, maybe 2 stacks per pass of the entire island. which is pretty good considering I thought I'd need a lot more. Like, I thought I would be like 100 shulkers of sand down, but I mean, I've done like 12, I think, so far. 12, 13. That's including what I did before I started streaming this world, because I've had this project in mind for a good year. I just keep putting it off because it's like, it's gonna take me hours, and I'd start doing it, and then after 10 minutes I'd be like, no, I'll go build a farm or do a different build. But for at least a year I've had the vision of terraforming this entire place, building a giant desert pyramid. Oh, that's another full inventory of Santidon. So I've used 4 shulkers worth of sand today, so far. You're not placing when I jump now. There we go. I think another... I'll have to sleep again, and then another 10 minutes. I think we'll be done with this entire strip of the new desert. I mean, what? It's slowly creeping up to sunset. Almost there. 4 more left to do. I think I've got enough in my inventory for it. So let's finish this section off. And then I can sort of plan where I want to try and get up to next time I stream this world. Just remember, in the meantime, like when I'm not streaming, I'm still going to be AFK farming, lighting up caves underneath this island. I do think that next time I stream this world, I'm not certain it's going to be this build. It may be a farm or something similar. Because I still need to get diamonds. So I could do another, like, no commentary ASMR type video. Or I could go raiding end city ships, an island, and go into the end and do that. I know I've looted a lot of end cities that are nearby, but like the majority of them that are nearby. But I can always trade for a whole bunch of XP balls and figure out that way. So we've done another huge strip. Let's see what it looks like from over here. Yeah, this is like the biggest stretch of island I'm going over now. And then it just gets narrower going this way. So I think if I try next stream and try and get to like here, it's a bit of a stretch. In fact, yeah, I think it's a bit too much of a stretch. If I do like just before these pillars then, maybe here. Maybe plan to do up to here next stream. That's another big chunk. And I've still got things like, I mean, I've lit that up, but there's still massive holes in the land I need to fill. And I don't know what on earth this is. Maybe this was a cave? Yeah. Entrance to big cave. Oh. Okay, entrance to littler cave. Alright, well I've still got like 10 minutes, so I'll use that time to start filling in some of the dirt that's at the bottom of that next section. Like, I'll start here or something. Like, this needs to be lit up more. So I'll grab some torches. How's my elytra doing? My elytra's surprisingly okay. I'm just gonna spam torches and light this up. Make sure nothing can spawn. And then I will cover it up. Yeah, see, like, there's where I covered it up before, there's a little bit of spawning spots here. I'd say I did okay lighting up either way. Got to remember, all of this is going to be completely covered. And then this bit I can just cover up like so. I am going to be changing the terrain height around this beach area because it needs to stay at this level to wrap around these two pillars. There we go. Now that's covered up, I can start doing all the little bits down here. Get all this slowly filled in. There's another little bit down here. I'm gonna have to fill in this entire area. It looks like I might have to go to the end to grab a whole bunch of dirt or stone or something to fill this up. Where we got? Where we wanted to get up to? Here. I mean, I guess it does make sense to just do this whole bit to fill it in. An Enderman has been here. Quite obviously. And if I do it to like this, maybe? And then bring this in by a bit. That way I'll make sure that all the sand is at the right level to start building the pyramid. I think this is one of the few beaches that I've actually left, like, fully untouched on the whole island. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly sleep and then decide where I'm next gonna build that beacon. I think maybe here's a good spot. Wait, we're on 70. This goes to 222. You can see where I've just completely got rid of the entire beach. I think here is a decent spot. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I build a platform here and then cover it with sand. Because I do think I am going to go over and cover this whole area with a single layer of dirt. Rather than fill it in. If I grab a stack, or a couple stacks of sand, you can start building a beacon here. That way it will reach all the way to the beach. Which is where I'll be doing a lot of the mining by hand. Go. And what I'll do is I will rebuild that beacon off stream, and then next time I stream doing this build I could just crack on with it. I'll also fill in a bunch of the dirt off camera as well, just to make it a little bit easier for myself. But we've done quite a lot today. We filled in another like 30 or 40 blocks of desert, and I would say we're about a third of the way through the island. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you